Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mr. K's Crazy Science Corner. And different camera this week, but we're going to be talking about force, motion, and gravity with our little assistants. First up, we got Ducky here. And over here we have our other student. We have Goose. How you doing, Goose? You being good? You're a good boy. And they're going to be my little assistants. So we're just going to be focusing on the lab today. But if you were doing this in a classroom, before you start, you should be playing a game of statues, where one student leads everyone in an activity, where they're going to move around, right? And when that student says stop, everyone else has to stop doing that activity. And then, after that, part two, you're going to bring everyone back, and you're going to discuss the different types of ways that people move in the classroom during the activity. Make sense? Just to get them thinking about types of motion, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Next things next, you're going to tell your students that they're going to be scientists. Oh, look, it looks like Ducky's already found the supplies for the lab. They're going to be scientists at the Motion Museum. And you're going to take your prepared box of toys and things that move, you know? You're just going to kind of just dump it out. Goose doesn't like loud noises. Ducky does. You're going to dump it out, and you're going to give them time to explore this kind of motion museum you've made. Whew, probably giving you vertigo. You're going to let them explore this motion museum. But first, before you let them explore, you're going to use this worksheet that's attached, and it's going to talk about the 3 different types of motion that you can exhibit on an object. And it's going to have a question. And that question is... right there. What kind of movement is created when an object is pushed or pulled, right? And we know that there are 3 different kinds of movement. 1, you can have a push and pull. You can have circular or back and forth. And then you want to let your kids just kind of play with these toys, exerting force on them, and saying what they do. So I put force on the ball, and it went forward, right? Or I put force on this thing, and it kind of moves in a wide circle. See, it moves in a circle. And lastly, let's go outside for our naturalistic learners. I don't really have any examples of toys that do that, unfortunately. I'm poor. I can't afford toys. You know, you have something like this. You push it, and it goes back and forth. So you give your kids some time. You know, you don't let them outside because the big one's going to run away. And you just give them time to explore throughout these things. And as they're going back on, remember this worksheet? They're going over this worksheet and they're saying how these things move, how these different toys move, right? And you got something like, pine cone. It's long, cylindric. And if it moves better, it kind of moves in a circle. Oh, see, he's playing with that one. He's curious with how that one works. And see, they're kind of similarly shaped, right? This one moves in a straight line. So we can tell it has something to do with the tapering, maybe. So we're going to put these in the same category. And, oh, that one kind of moves in a circle, too. Look at that. So we're going to examine these toys, see how they move, and record it on this sheet. And then our scientists are going to get together in groups. They don't want to get in a group. But they're going to get together in groups, and they're going to share their findings. And you're going to give them plenty of time to talk about this. Just really go over this topic with each other. And at the very end, we're going to get together back in a big group. And we're going to be asking questions like, why does the Kong go in a circle when you roll it? Why doesn't it? And, the The Dole Whip, it just goes straight forward. Why does that thing out there move back and forth? We're going to be comparing these things. You're going to give them time to talk over these different kinds of motions. And make sure you go over this as vocab at the beginning back in the statues game, right? And then lastly, we're going to share as a class which groups we think everything goes into. So these things all kind of go straight when you throw them. I'm going to put this one in the middle. It kind of moves circular, but it kind of moves straight too. And of course, that thing right there would be in the back and forth motion. I think the Goose is skipping class. And straight. So as a class, we're going to talk about what we found in our pairs and group everything in a way that we can all see as a group, right? Trying a little something different this week in Mr. K's Crazy Science Corner. Try to have little lab assistants. They're not really helpful, but they try. They're curious. All right. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.